I am your friend, Dr. Charles Apoki, SIFI, Sci Fi. It's a program organized by Reverend Harvey Onevronjire. He's a pastor with the Church of God Mission at Rumo Pericom in Port Harcourt. And instead of the usual 21 days fast, he is doing a program, Strategic Insights for Impact. It is reprogramming the mind program. Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. It's an elite church. There was a vice chancellor there, professors, medical doctors. But one of the members of the protocol team was a medical doctor, scientists, engineers. It's an elite church of intellectuals. And so they are taking Christianity in Africa to another realm, not the one of shaking head like lizard. It is changing what is inside the head so that the body can be complete and correct. So I spoke on two subject matters: insight and impact. And I want to thank them for giving me these t-shirts. There are two others. They took wonderful care of me, put me in a good hotel, good food. In fact, the wife of the vice chancellor cooked, and that food was awesome. Gave us food to even bring back. That is interesting. May God bless them, the Glory Center. Now, I philosophize with my children. I philosophize with my children. I sit down with them, then we think, and then we try to implement what we have learned. Most times they don't understand me when I make hard statements, but later in life they will say, Daddy was right. So my last born essay, Uzodima Agaraya Ugboro Apoki, is the CEO of Oria Nova Cleaning Company. It was today let me know that Oria is the same thing as Oro. Oro means gold in Yoruba language. So his company is called Oria Nova Cleaning Company. Please try and Google it, follow his page, subscribe to, follow him on Instagram, and watch his videos, how he is cleaning and doing his business. He might inspire you. If you have contracts in any of the countries in Europe, particularly the Schengen zone, for cleaning, he cleans apartment blocks, cleans schools, cleans restaurants, cleans several things. He has a workforce. And I'm so proud of him that he's putting his hand and his energy and his intellect to work. He has a master's degree in strategic marketing. He also made a first class in his first degree in business administration. So patronize him, visit his place, his page online, Aurea, Aureanova, Aurea Nova. And as I was philosophizing with him this morning, he said there was one thing that Adam lacked in the Garden of Eden, and that Solomon asked for that thing, and it was wisdom. So I went to the bathroom. As I was taking my bath, I was meditating upon it, and then I decided to write on it, and let me share my thoughts with you. one thing that was lacking in the Garden of Eden. And this discussion was stimulated by S.A. Apoki, as I told you. Eden was filled with all that they needed. And that's where the black man misses it. Africa is so blessed, so large, that it is not what you see in the map that is Africa. You can put China, put Russia, put America inside Africa. We are so strong, we have good climate, fertile soil, mineral resources, intelligent people, but we are poor. Why? We pray, Lord, we pray, Lord. When I say about prayer, people get angry with me. Somebody said that Dr. Apoki does not like prayer. It's a lie. I pray more than you, but I don't shout. I don't pray for what you pray for. I pray a lot. You will not hear me pray in this house, but I pray a lot. And so, there is a trace of instinct, even in a newborn child. And as I said in sci-fi, and I've been teaching that there are 8 eyes: information, intuition, instinct, insight, what about 8 eyes? Excuse me, you can check them up. Information, instruction, insight, impartition, influence, insight. And so, you need these 8 eyes to do well in life. 8 eyes to do well in life. I as in ink. Now, instinct. A weaver bird builds by instinct. Kasongo, yeah. Kasongo, yeah. You will see that animal. You go and look for the trouble of a lion. You start running with his Turbo 16 engine. Then suddenly it will just stop, and with reverse, it will enter inside its hole. Kasongo, yeah, very troublesome animal. I saw them in the Nairobi Zoo. They will fold their front limbs. I was wondering, why do they fold their front limbs? I discovered that later found out that their neck was short, unlike the normal pig in the bush. Their neck was short, so it has to kneel down. Who taught it? Instinct. So, in a baby, there are instincts, which is the nature of God in them. Instinct of crying. The baby is in the womb. When I do cesarean sections and I bring the baby out, the baby that was not crying inside will start crying. Instinct to inspirate, to inspire, to breathe. So there's the reflex crying. There is the grasping reflex. A baby can hold a hand, your index finger in between the thumb and the index finger. The ability to grab opportunities. And then there's the sucking reflex. You don't teach a baby how to suck breast. Sucking reflex. Just I watch my granddaughter Oro. She'll make sucking reflex. And after some time, they blink when they start seeing, blinking reflex. And after some time, they also smile. And then something my mother taught me when I was young. My mother was a hard woman. When her grandchildren, we were using hurricane lamp with kerosene, with a a glass globe. The children will want to touch the light. We will remove them. My mother will say, leave them, let them touch it once. They will never touch it again in their lives. And so we will allow the children touch the hot globe. They will remove their hand. Then when you bring their hand close to the globe again, only then will withdraw their hand. Small babies. It was wicked, but it was a lesson. And so that withdrawal from pain is a reflex, is intrinsic wisdom. And so Adam was not created as a baby, however. Adam was created as a man ready for marriage. But Adam lacked wisdom. Not necessarily that he was stupid, because he named all the animals and God respected Adam's opinion. So what kind of wisdom did Adam lack? Adam lacked the fear of God, the reverential fear of God. The reverential fear of God. The fear of God is the beginning of wisdom. You can't start trying to become like the man who created you in his image and likeness already. We were going to Port Harcourt, and in the vehicle that they chartered to carry us down, I was discussing with one pastor. I said, small pikin no dey major brokos with him papa. Small pikin no dey major brokos with him papa. Say you be boy now, you don't grow beer. Then you want papa come make we major brokos. My bola and your bola, which one big pass? Huh? You will not live long. Go and ask the one that looked at the nakedness of his father. He was cursed. Reverential fear. I saw a girl fighting with the father. That one is gone. Reverential fear. I saw a woman breaking the windshield of the husband's cars. No fear. Record me well. That woman is gone forever. The video recording is there. People will find her out. She will never marry well. And she will get into problems. So reverential fear. My bishop that that ordained me, I respect him. Respect him. In those days, when I want to go and preach, I will go and meet him, sir. I want to start preaching this year. Please pray for me. Bishop BCA does him. He will pray for me. May you go, may the Lord go with you. There was a day he was ordaining me and he prayed, you'll be greater than what you have seen in me. Go and be greater than what has been great there. And these things have come to pass. I call it Beraka, the pronouncement that leads to announcement. So, one thing that is wrong with most subordinates, most people who have been raised by people, most people who are learning under somebody, is the desire to take over. And that's the same thing Satan did in heaven, that he was thrown down. The next thing is that that desire to be like. Most of us lack wisdom because we have this desire to be like. I am Dr. Pokey. I don't want to be like any person. I'm Dr. Pokey. I don't want to be like the president of the ministry I belong to, no. I don't like to be like my bishop, no. I am Dr. Apoki. Wisdom requires that you become the best of who you are, as long as you are leaving your person to want to become another person. You must destroy this person. You must destroy yourself. And that's why some of us lack wisdom of spending so much energy trying to become like a white man. You see our women, I was telling them in the church yesterday, you will wear human hair. Do you know where it is from? Some of them are from India. The Indian woman that has no money to give offering to the shrine, to the idol, to her gods, preserves her hair, then shaves it as an offering. And it is presented to the gods in India. There are companies that buy them. They put them inside hot water and some other chemicals to remove lice and odor. And then they bring it to you in Africa. And you with your coconut head, you will wear, your hair is the crown of your glory. Is your crown, is your glory. You will now wear the crown of the offering of an Indian idol. Put it on your head. If apparels from the body of a man of God could heal people in the Bible, if the bones of Elisha can raise a dead person, then carrying the hair of the offering of an idol in India on your head, no wonder you're not behaving well, you're not reasoning well, and things are not going well with you. Or you carry the one of a Brazilian woman. You know them? Those ones that dance in Rio de Janeiro with bum and breast open. No wonder nudity has become the vogue in Africa. See old women with breasts that are singing, I surrender, or they will use protector to lift them up. You will see women come to church with breasts that have lines without that number. What is a grandmother showing her breast for? It's lack of wisdom. It's the desire to be like. I see mothers come bring children to school with bomb shots. Is it bomb shot or bomb shot? I don't know. Our girls is nudity. You put ring in your nose. Are you a pig? It's just the desire to be like. The desire to be like. You lack wisdom. Be yourself. Chiamanda Adichie, Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, themselves. You see, as long as the African is always putting himself under pressure to become like a European in your phonation, your diction, your sophistication, we will destroy this Africanness in us. We will destroy this continent. You will not tell me about our religion. But do you realize that Ethiopia is the first Christian nation on earth? Ethiopia, the first nation on earth to adopt Christianity. That it is Simon of Cyrene from Libya that carried the cross of Jesus Christ. That it is in Egypt, in Africa, that Jesus grew up before he went back to Israel. So don't, and then I also always ask a simple question. How come our gods could not protect us from colonization? So, however, am I contradicting myself? No. The Indian is the Indian. The Indian eats with his hands. He wears sari. He eats samosa. All his curries and all that. That's why the Indians are taking over nearly every major corporation in the world. They are still themselves. They will take from outside, but they are still themselves. It's like a tree extracting nutrients through the roots from surrounding environment, and then itself, it will produce its own fruits. Every other tree can extract whatever, like bitter leaf can extract water and photosynthesis, produce bitter leaf that reduces blood sugar and has other properties. Then sugar cane planted near bitter leaf will extract the same nutrients, extract sunlight, and produce sugar. Two opposite things, but the same soil. So we can extract from the different races, but we are ourselves, we are Africans. And so, Adam should have reported the discussion between Eve and the serpent to God. And God will have instructed. When you practice this throwing in the bridge without recognition of the authority above you, you are not wise. He should have been in charge of his estate. Be in charge of your estate. Be in charge of your life. You must be in charge of, but I'm in charge. God sustains me, but he gave me responsibility to brush my teeth, to cut my hair, to shave my beard, to cut my fingernails, to exercise, to regulate how I eat, to sleep well. To do this video, God did not instruct me. I needed initiative. One sign of wisdom is initiative. The ability to know what to do, when to do it, how to do it, why to do it, with whom to do it, and how long you do it. If you don't know that, then you are not wise. And then he tolerated the invasion of his privacy without challenging Eve. I did a video and I moved forward. One man just felt that, had an entitlement best international practices. You're invading my privacy. Keep quiet. This is my estate. I was watching Jimoh Ibrahim on TVC News and Shehu. They were moving forward and backward. You see, every person wants to colonize you. They want to colonize you. They want to colonize your mind. And as long as you allow that, you are not wise. They want to regulate you. They want to manipulate you. As long as you allow that, you are not wise. I told somebody that if I was not wise, I would have been inside my wife's bra. Because she knows that I admire her. She knows that I'm a simple person. She will have folded me inside her bra and give me breast to suck and put it back. And most husbands, very many husbands are like that. Like Adam. Exercise authority over your life and your estate. There are some things you can't do around me. Some things I will not tolerate. Adam was just there. Eve was discussing. And then they brought fruit. And he ate without questioning. Excuse me. Lack of wisdom. He ate without questioning. There's a story I read online. Malam Aminu Kano, one of the greatest Nigerian politicians, one of the greatest Africans, is a northerner, a Muslim, a teacher. Anytime Yakubu Gowon wanted to take a decision, he would consult Aminu Kano. Aminu Kano was older, more experienced. Gowon was about 35 or so when he was president of Nigeria. And the other federal ministers were jealous of Aminu Kano. And then they plotted to humiliate him. They went to visit him, praised him and all that, and told him that there was an amount of money that was left over after expenditure for a contract or something, and that this was Aminu Kano's share. Wise man. He thanked them and told them to go. Aminu Kano took that money and paid it into the federal account and collected the receipt. When they went for a meeting, federal executive meeting, they wanted to humiliate Aminu Kano by saying that he collected money and that was left over. Aminu Kano produced the receipt and showed to Gowon, and all of them were humiliated. I read it. I wasn't there, but I read it. That is a sign of a wise man. Somebody was telling me about Major General David Ejor, an old boy of Government College Ughelli, the school we are so proud of, and from the same town with my grandmother at Owo. He did a contract for the army when Major General Ejor was Chief of Army Staff. He's a big chief here. And the chief, still alive, went and bought a wall clock as a gift for Major General David Ejor. And the man was still parading around Lagos. And Ejor's wife phoned him that he should run for his dear life, that Major General David Ejor has sent military police to arrest him for trying to influence him by giving him a wall clock. Those are wise men, nationalists to the core. If we had people like this, like these people in this generation, this nation would have been. Do you remember we were giving loan to the IMF? We were giving loan to South Korea. We paid salaries in Trinidad and Tobago. We paid salaries in Central African Empire after Bokassa messed up with a coronation. And here we are, using saliva to wash our face beside a big river. Because people lack wisdom. Lack wisdom. And so, the fruit was there. God said, don't eat it. Why will you eat it? Eating what you are not entitled to. It's lack of wisdom. Reuben slept with his father's wife. There were other girls slept with his father's wife. Adonijah demanded for David's wife. And once you demand for that, you are demanding for the throne. And Solomon killed him. There are things that are not your entitlement, that are not your own. Leave them. I finished preaching in a church. I don't call members. I don't relate with them. They are not my members. Bust you. Stay. So, I will not go to their houses to pray. I don't do adultery because that is not my wife. My wife is here. When you eat the forbidden fruit, you can't talk. You can't whisper. I was in a house and the governor was to come. I was invited for the dinner. The governor was to be there. It will look as if I will be excited. I took an excuse and left. Because this thing I am doing, I need my mouth to be free, my brain to be free. If not, I cannot talk. But people respect me. People respect me, the man that says the truth. People respect me. When you eat the forbidden fruit because you want to be like. And that's where our big pastors have missed it in this country. They have eaten the forbidden fruit and they are hiding and clothing themselves with leaves. Africa he should have waited for God. Adam should have waited for God. Learn to wait for God if you are wise. They that wait upon the Lord are those who anticipate his next move. They will renew their strength. They shall mount on wings like eagles. Africa is blessed like most people on earth. What we lack is wisdom to manage our estate. I could have squandered all the little money. Somebody was asking me, interviewing me, how did I come from poverty? The grace of God, the wisdom of God, delayed gratification. There are some monies you don't eat. You reinvest them. I got some money recently and I reinvested it immediately. I'm multiplying it times 10 by just reinvesting it. Wisdom. Solomon asked for wisdom, not physical strength or blessing, but God blessed him. All this are prayer. I was talking about the air crashes in America and the prophetic declarations that they said some of our great men of God went to do there and they themselves did in America. And air crashes still took place. It is not the prayer. It is the wisdom to manage what you have invented, what you have created. The wisdom. Even if they prayed, they should have prayed for wisdom. They should have prayed for insight, for God to tell them a disaster that is about to happen. All this your prayer, African prayer. Oh, bless me, kill my enemy, do this, do that. No. Insight, wisdom, understanding, knowledge. Why can't we refine our oil? Why can't we? Why can't we mine our gold? Why can't we? Our bauxite. Why can't we? We lack wisdom. Africans lack wisdom. The society kills the brain. It regiments you, uses religion to regulate you and assassinate your thinking process. And so you can't think outside the box. You can't. 95% of Christians dare not think outside what their general overseer is telling them. You dare not think it, you will die. You dare not. Most Muslims, the same thing, they dare not think. You will have 7 virgins if you do jihad and you die. Who delivered the virgins in heaven? Who delivered them? They dare not think. And so, Samson had anointing, but no wisdom. No wisdom. I discuss with pastors. They are anointed, but no wisdom. Africans and a cacophony of prayer should start asking questions and setting time aside to think. God, give us wisdom. Wisdom. This phone I am using, a man called Cooper came and said he wanted to do a phone without wires. He said, if you don't believe, go out of this room. If you believe, stay. And they locked themselves for 30 hours. They came up with the prototype of this phone. What Africans lack is wisdom. Anytime we have wisdom, we have understanding, we have knowledge, we do very well. Wisdom is the principal thing that was absent in the Garden of Eden. Your life is your own Garden of Eden. You are so blessed. You must learn to maximize it. Even me, I need more wisdom. God bless you.